Welcome to my month ahead tarot reading. This is going to be a pick a card. You're going to choose between earth, air, fire, and water. Now you can choose which sign you are, or you can choose whatever sign is calling out to you today. Alright, let's just dive right in. Just an FYI, you should carry with you through this reading a yes or no question and a time frame question. Those will be answered at the end of this, okay? Alright, let's get started. Hello, hello. If you chose air, you chose the Dame Tarot deck by NKH Tarot. Available at nkhtarot.com. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Card 1, you chose the Ace of Cups. Okay, so for you, in the month ahead, you're going to be feeling pretty good about yourself. You're going to be vibing on yourself. It's going to be not necessarily like calm seas, just you feeling comfortable in your own skin. You know, you're sort of even steady. You're presenting with an optimistic viewpoint of the future, which is always a good thing. And it's giving you a sense of comfort. That's what I'm getting. In the month ahead, you're going to be feeling pretty good. So let's keep going. Let us dive, shall we? Okay, card 2, we have Temperance. All right, so what I'm seeing is that you're wanting and seeking, rather, trying to obtain a sense of balance. Now, the Ace of Cups is, always indicative of like beginnings. It's emotion-based, so, an element of happiness always. But in relation to Temperance, for your month read, I'm seeing you just really making a real push to go forward and try to do it in sort of a calm but confident kind of way. You want to be clear-eyed as you confidently walk forward. Now this could be, again, Ace of Cups beginnings. This could be an endeavor. This could be relationship. Because of the emotional aspect, I oftentimes think it's some sort of relationship. Not necessarily love. It could be love, though. It could be a new partner. But it could also just be like a friendship. It could be, new work friend. You're making a real go to really seek a calm foundation in your life. So let's see. As we go down the rabbit hole, we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so I see here a fear that you're getting overexcited about something. Now, again, with the Ace of Cups, if we're talking about the beginning of like a relationship or something, there's this, or a job or hobby, whatever, there's this desire to sort of go all in, There's this fear that you may be rushing into something and not sort of heeding any red flags or indicators. And even then, just pay attention to the fact that when you do rush into things, there can be consequences. Temperance, that's what you have here. What you're really trying to, utilize and obtain, this sort of calm, this sort of tranquility, this sort of balance. With the Knight of Swords, that's telling me that because you want that calm, with this sort of overexcited, there's a bit of a struggle that's going to happen this month, because you're excited about something. There's something starting. I would venture to say that's a relationship of some sort, but that could really be anything. There's a relationship with self. It could be what we're talking about here. But there's definitely this, I think also there's this wariness that if you do jump into any sort of relationship, you might change your mind. There's this sort of hesitation that I'm seeing. So just be aware of that in the month ahead. Moving on. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords. So, okay, this sort of ties this together for me a little bit. I see you approaching the month ahead. Again, I see emotions at play. because you're looking for that calm. The Ace of Cups is all about emotions. It's all about leading with love. So it's emotion-based at the start of your month. But with the Queen of Swords, that tells me that there's going to be this need to sort of rein in the bullshit, whatever that is. The need to be very focused and fixated on whatever situation, circumstance comes up in the month ahead, that you're going to need to make, whether it's a decision that you have to make or just some sort of situation that you're going to have to look at. You're going to make some sort of like opinion on. You can't sugarcoat it. You have to approach the situation very much no BS, the cold-hearted truth. What I would warn, though, you can come to a place where you're perhaps a little too cold, a little too emotionless, I should say. So just be aware of that with, you're looking for that balance. Again, with Temperance, you're looking for that balance this month. Next card, King of Cups, what this is all about. Okay, so we have the King of Cups. Okay. So again, I see with the King of Cups and Temperance, I'm seeing a real push for that inner peace, a real need and mastery of your emotions. And again, though, there's this other sort of advice bit that comes through with the King of Cups that I'm seeing here, because especially since you have Temperance, you're looking for that balance. The King of Cups is telling me that you need to be careful because you might have difficulty discerning between being master of your emotions and having, sort of restraint over your emotional reaction to things, and real emotional suppression or repression. So I would just sort of bear that in mind as a piece of advice, is make sure that whatever emotional situations you find yourself sort of confronting, that you do it, like I said with the Queen of Swords, you do it at the bare bones truth. You approach it with that sort of compassion. You approach it with a cool, collected heart is how I would sort of put it. All right, let's look at the last one here. Oh, okay, and we have the Wheel of Fortune to round you out. Okay, what I'm getting is, as far as the finality of the month for you ahead, the Wheel of Fortune is telling me that the peace that you're looking for with Temperance, the new beginnings that you're going to be obtaining with the Ace of Cups, whatever you're rushing into with the Knight of Swords, this is ultimately going to lead to a good long-term outcome for you. Whatever is coming the month ahead for you, because like I said, you have the Queen of Swords. It's not always meaning confrontation or anything like that. It just tells me that there's a situation that you have to confront, that you can't lie to yourself about, whatever that is in the coming month. And I just feel like, because you have the Ace of Cups and the King of Cups, I just feel like there's going to be some sort of emotion-based thing. Also, a little bit of the hesitation with the Knight of Swords, as far as it being, the kind of fear that you might have going into whatever this new thing is. I don't know. I'm kind of excited for you. It's something is afoot, and the Wheel of Fortune is telling me that ultimately it's going to have a positive outcome. So whatever it is, I hope it goes smoothly. Just remember, as always with the Wheel of Fortune, that you should just approach your fate and accept your fate as it comes, but that doesn't necessarily mean you can't help it in the right direction. So again, with the Knight of Swords, be careful with rushing into things, but also don't guard yourself so much that you become, standoffish, that it's to your detriment, is what I would say. So that's your overall tarot reading if you chose air. Let's go ahead and go to the other side here. So for the Action Oracle deck from NKH Tarot, we have Take Some Private Time. So let's go ahead and flip this over. And I don't know if you guys can see it that clearly, so I'm just going to read it. So time to yourself is so very important. You have to take time alone on purpose to think and decompress from everything. Do nothing. The take action statement is schedule some time, take a nap, take a bath, ask for help if you have kids, take a walk, stare off at nothing, or sit outside. It really is the simple things, isn't it? Okay, let's move on Do you have your yes or no question? Whether it's in regard to this reading or just a complete random yes or no question, here we go. The answer is it's complicated. Okay. And do you have your time frame question in regards to the reading or something completely different? Here we go. Your answer is 6 days. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, if it resonated, let me know. If not, let it go. I hope you guys like, share, comment, subscribe, and check out the website, nkHtarot.com. So I will see you guys in the next one.